Hello and welcome to Just Eat's Home Advantage. I'm Munya, and every week on this show, I will be sitting down with a Euros legend to share a Just Eat, and we're going to be talking food, football, and takeaway. And if that sounds tasty to you, hold your horses, because I got a whole lot more to whet your appetite. England legend Joe Cole's in for an absolute shocker. The prolific Ali McCoist stares down a gnome. Wales' most famous ginger defender James Collins has a spicy encounter. And the iconic Eric Cantona gives his unique take on proceedings. Plus, Just Eat are giving away 2 tickets to the Euros finals on the 11th of July, so stick around to the end of the show to find out how you can enter. But before we hear from Joe, Ali and James, let's get a quick rundown of what's been going on in the news with our chief football correspondent, Thierry Biriani. Cheers, Munya. After City and Chelsea served up a full English final, Gareth is hoping the boys don't make a hash of it at the Euros. The Spanish squad are attempting to gain an edge over their opponents by dipping their feet into caramel sauce. According to the captain, if it works for churros, it should work for the Euros. Pictures reaching us here of Wales fans discovering you can pre-order a Just Eat to arrive just in time for kickoff. Amazing scenes. Just Eat super forecasters have predicted that if you were to order a pizza every time an England fan said it's coming home, you'd have enough boxes to build a tower to Neptune. Now that's a level of delusion even I can get behind. Back to you in the studio. Cheers, Thierry. Now, on to the main course. Last week I caught up with Ali McCoist, Joe Cole and James Collins to sit down for a Just Eat and also to chat about the Euros. Here's how it went down. So fellas, what do you think of the mansion? Not bad, is it?
Different class.
This is the kind of money that being a professional Cafu lookalike gets you.
Good lane.
All right, so we need to figure out who's going to pay for today's Just Eat. So what I've done is I've got this shocking device here. Okay, it's a test of reaction times. So we're going to grab a handle. Whoever gets shocked the most is going to end up paying for the Just Eat. Sound good?
Sounds fair.
Right, let's grab a handle then.
Let's go.
Whack this bad boy on.
I'm nervous.
Sure, yeah, I'm feeling pretty tense as well. Joe's on it, he's not even speaking.
On it, Look at the focus.
Just wait for it to stop. Okay, so if it stops on you, you've got to press it. Oh, why is it on me now?
Well, I'm getting used for you too.
Now,
if that stops on me, I'm not pressing.
Actually, Ali, just press it just to test if it's working.
I can't believe I fell for that.
1, 2, 3, press.
No.
Now, do you know what? Look, you're a guest in my house, so boys, it's on me.
I'll do. Well
it's on your
played.
billionaire boy, yeah.
Gentleman. That'll do for me.
All right, lads, so what's everyone in the mood for?
Quite fancy a curry.
Yeah, I'd take a curry.
Yeah, right, so curry, I'm going to go for curry as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who can handle the most heat?
I'm a king prawn vindaloo man.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's hot.
That's niche.
That's respect. That's respect.
niche.
Yeah.
You ever had a meat fowl?
No.
No, it's in levels now. We're talking
meat
levels.
fowl?
Yeah.
Gurkha's revenge.
Gurkha's
Have you heard of that, Ali?
Something
I'm
from
a simple
Scotland.
TK Joe Frazier.
You lot are living on the edge, I can't even handle it. Are you lot sharers or lone wolves when it comes to food?
I'm a full-blown lone wolf.
Oh, yeah.
No sharing.
I'm a sharer all day, man.
But the thing is, when you get to 9, it's like everyone's trying to rip a piece off.
Yeah, you got to have your own now as well.
I think so, yeah. How often do you have a team takeaway?
Get big games and met up and,
Big games.
and got the boys together and had a night out takeaway and that, yes.
How do you decide who pays in that situation?
Coley always used to pay because he was the richest.
They should have done it based on, you know, them football cards where it's got all your stats on.
Yeah,
Actually, out of you
sorted.
3, if we got your football cards out now, who do you reckon would come out on top?
Ali's the goal scorer. He is.
I'd maybe come out most in goals and wait.
Okay, well, look, I will take the bill on this time. So, boom, that is now ordered. So, fellas, let's talk Euros. What kind of happy memories come to mind whenever you hear that word?
For me, I was talking to Ali about it. I was at Euro 96 as a fan watching it. I was right behind the goal where David Seaman saved the Gary McAllister's penalty. Yeah. And I was celebrating and jumping and I can just visualise looking up and Gaza was at the other end when he's lifted it over Colin Hendry and scored that goal. And then Wembley just erupted. It's like, best goal I've ever seen live.
I was on a pitch at the time, couldn't believe it. I can remember the original Panenka penalty against Sepp Maier, a West German goalie. It was absolutely unbelievable.
And my best memories is obviously a player, 2016. Went into it as no one really talking about us, really. Sort of had a great team, like a group of friends, almost like a club team, and obviously just progressed. And yeah, honestly, the best time of my life. Incredible memories.
It's just a different breed, isn't it? International football just feels like the thrill of it. Right, so we've got Wales in the room, we've got Scotland, we've got England. Football aside, if you had to put forwards a national dish to represent your country, what would you go for?
That's easy for me.
Go on.
Haggis. It's magnificent. I actually really do like haggis. And you have it with tatties and neeps.
I can see a chain coming here.
Honestly.
Coisties haggis.
Man, I'm telling
Jamie
you.
Oliver's haggis
I've got to think about that. Coisties haggis, that's the next step.
Oh, God. England, well, from where I'm from, probably pie and mash. The pie, I don't really know what's in it. Meat-wise, it could be anything, really. But it's delicious.
So I've always been interested in this. You know, there's this kind of Scotland-Wales-England rivalry. When you're actually a player, when you're in that situation, does it feel tangible?
We got into a bit of trouble going back again, 2016. England scored last minute, Gary Neville running down like they'd won the tournament. So we didn't want to make too much of it, but obviously then when we did get further in the competition and England got knocked out, it was the infamous video of us jumping about and celebrating. Maybe shouldn't have, but it was to get further than us. It was massive.
It's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's like if you can't have it's like ribbing with your mates, I feel like.
Well, I played with Gascoigne at Rangers when he scored that goal for England.
Yeah.
And obviously, I tell you, a strange one as well. Do you know he never mentioned it?
Really?
I know. And do you know, I've got my own theory on it. Because I think even he knew how good it was. I reckon if it'd been a tap-in, he'd have gave us it.
When you've scored, I always think this, how much pressure do you put on your celebration? You've got a tiny window to make a bit of TV history. What goes through your mind?
Not a lot for me. You see obviously the celebrations now and what goes on. It was more of a handshake when the old handshake, tap on the back and away we went.
A gentleman to the end. How about yourself, Ali?
Honestly, but that's a surprise probably people. Nothing was ever planned, it really wasn't. But I used to kind of, I did lose it on one or two occasions. That goal against Switzerland in Euros, I remember I ended up in the dugout. I ended up shaking hands with everybody, members of the crowd, members of staff, everybody at Aston Villa, I think, that day. So nothing was planned, but it was a wild celebration, and I remember that. All
right, lads, as you know, Just Eat is sponsoring the Euros, so it'd be rude not to get your fantasy football advice for the upcoming tournament. Are there any sort of emerging players you think are going to sort of have an absolute blinder, walk away with the golden boot? Have you got your eyes on anyone?
But I think if Phil Foden plays high up the park for England, I think he's going to be a revelation. To be as good as he is and playing regularly in that Man City team is an unbelievable achievement with the quality that they've got.
Yeah, I'd really like to see wee Billy Gilmore get a run. I'm not sure he will, but I think he could, certainly, if he gets in, breaks into the team, I think he could stay there.
Right, last question. This is the big one. One word answers only. Who is going to win?
France.
Joe?
England.
Can't get at the group.
Food's here, lads. Right, Joe, me and you are going to get the food.
Come on in.
Alex, plates. Right, come on, Joe. How's that speed? Hello. Let me these. Thank you very much. Oh, boys, this smells amazing.
Yeah. Excellent.
Cheers.
Yeah, right,
lads. Pass that one up, please.
You know what I say? Enough talking. Let's get stuck in.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Top lads. In fact, only problem about getting those 3 round for a Just Eat is there was none left for me. As in, they only left me the naan, which I find very rude. Anyway, on to a message now from friend of the show, Eric Cantona.
To get you hungry for UEFA EURO 2020, Just Eat asked me to write a poem. The Road by Eric Cantona. The road has been long and dark, but there is a light on the horizon. Enough with the fake crowd noise, to hell with virtual hangouts. Freedom draws near. This road leads to a feast of skill, a feast of passion, a meat feast pizza, perhaps. My friends, the road leads to the Euros. So get your team together, pick out your dish, get the order in early, and when you reach upon my stand, drink it all in and savor every mouthful.
Oh, God, it never gets easier. It's just so inspiring. Anyway, it's time to sink our teeth into some meaty topics because it is time to talk takeaway tactics. Now, we asked which dishes would make your dream takeaway 5-a-side lineup, and boy, you went in. So let's have a look at some of the highlights. We'll start with Nicola, who's gone for an extremely meaty midfield. Extra large doner kebab, baked potato with cheese, pepperoni pizza, spicy fried chicken, and burrito. Very sturdy lineup there, and they do travel well. Then we've got my boy Harry. Now, his team is built on extremely solid foundations. In with the 16-inch meat feast pizza, extra large chicken tandoori kebab, chips, salad, garlic sauce. Exceptional managerial choices there, Harry, and that salad at the end is a stroke of genius. I mean, look, there's no right or wrong answer with these things. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. And that is a Munya guarantee. And now, time for a casual little game I like to play with all of my guests. Hello, I'm Munya, and we're about to take a trip down memory lane. Let's see who's playing today.
I'm Joe Cole from England.
I'm James from Wales.
I'm Ali, and I'm from Scotland.
But will Ali tally up a good score? It's time to find out. You're about to take a Just Eat flavoured journey through food and football. And all you have to do is remember as many items as possible in 30 seconds. How does that sound?
Fantastic.
Let's go.
Right, let's do it.
Well then, let the games begin. Fish and chips, ham and cheese panini, a spicy vindaloo, Belgian waffles for that famous 2016 victory, a Scottish gnome, a Welsh dragon, Thai green curry, chicken Caesar wrap, the UEFA Euros 2020 football, a toy pussycat in honour of your nickname at Lille, spicy chicken wings, sushi, a stick of celery from your Chelsea days, a mug from when England mugged you off in '96, and margarita pizza. Tasty. 30 seconds to name as many items as possible. Your time starts now.
Ham and cheese panini, celery,
Pizza, football,
mug, the gnome, sushi, blueberry waffle,
Welsh dragon, cheeseburger,
fish and chips,
Tex-Mex.
Vindaloo.
Just get one more.
And that's time. All right, the score's in. And Ali, you scored 10 points. How'd you feel?
Ecstatic.
Joe, I'm afraid you only got 7. How do you feel?
disappointed. I'm gutted, actually.
Too slow, Joe bro. That was a bit of a no-go. Well, James, you got 9 points. Ali scored 10. How'd you feel?
Very disappointed. Should have done a lot better.
I agree. Anyway, that's it for this time on Memory Lane. Say bye to everyone.
Bye.
Keep waving.
Bye-bye now.
Keep going. Look at all that wrist action. All right, bye-bye. So happy I finally found a use for that treadmill. Well, that is it for today's episode of Just Eat's Home Advantage, but next time I'm joined by Scottish hardman Alan Hutton, who's round for a Chinese and chat. Until then, enjoy the start of the Euros, and just remember, football is always better with extra sides. For now, I've been Munya Chihuahua, and I will see you very soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?